Hi, I'm Chris, tech support here at the Cloud Lounge. Today we're going to run through a demo of Kounta. First it'll be on the iPad with the Ethernet Epson printer range, and then a Windows Touch terminal with the TMI printer range. So a customer comes in, Jeff. We recognize him. He's been here before and we have him in our database. So what you do is just click customer at the top, search for his name, and once you find him, hit save, and it'll add him to the order. Then you can go ahead and take his order. In this case, he'll want a small coffee, adding a shot, and soy milk. And as you can see, the modifiers here add the additional price to the total order of the coffee. So coffee is $4, the ads add another $, total of $5. He's got his $5 bill, so we're going to go ahead and just choose Fast Cash. And then what that's going to do is it's going to kick open the cash drawer, and it'll print a docket to the kitchen, identifying his order with his name and the order details. And from there, if he wants a receipt, we can go in here and click reprint, and we'll get a receipt printing to the receipt printer here at the iPad. And we can hand that to the customer, and we're all good. So here we have the bump screen that'll be facing the kitchen staff or wherever they would need to see what orders there are. In this case, we've got the Jeff's small coffee. Receipt docket shows up here, and that's for the staff to create whatever they need to. And from here, as soon as the order's done, they just hit bump, it'll say order complete, and they can hand it to whoever the front wait staff would be. And here we can see the customer's receipt, Cam Scott, the order we placed earlier. Got sent to his email, so no need to waste any more paper. So here we have a customer sitting at table 2, so I would go and choose tables option, choose table 2, so we can designate that table for the customer, and then I would ask her what she'd like to order. So what would you like?
The croissant and medium flat white.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead to the food tab and choose the croissant, and then back to the coffee and get a medium flat white for her order. And we can go ahead and then save it, or if she'd like to pay now, we just hit checkout, and that'll choose cash and $10. And that'll again kick out the drawers and print the receipts for the bump screen, and print out her receipt as well. As I said before, if the customer wasn't ready to pay and still might want to order later, we could hit the hold order right here. That'll save it to the table. It'll also print out the docket items needed for that order. Print it out right here, and it'll show it up on the bump screen for the kitchen staff to pay attention to. And as soon as that customer is ready to go ahead and pay, she can come up to the cash register, and in this case it'll be on a Windows terminal. The attendant at that register can go to orders, and it'll show all the open orders. The customer would say they're from table 2. So they'd go ahead and click table 2, and it'll show the order. They can verify this is what she ordered, and then she can go ahead and check out. Maybe she's paying with FPOS this time. And then if she wanted a receipt as well, just go ahead and hit reprint, and that'll print a receipt out on our TMI printer. And what I'm going to do now is just run through some of the settings in the back office portion of Kounta. So to get there, we just go to the menu up here, choose back office, and it'll give you the different options. And in the companies where you designate different information for the company, the sites, here we have it loading, and it'll show the perhaps different cafes or different shops you have within your one company. Here you can designate which printers that those sites will print to. Here's the registers. We would set up all the different registers for each of the different sites, including, as we showed you before, the iPad, the waitstaff iPad, so it'll print it out there. Products is where you'd import all your different products, set up categories, decide what types of inventory those products are, set the costs and everything like that. And then in people is where you'd have both users and contacts, contacts being where you'd get your purchases from and where you'd send your purchase orders to. Users are generally the customers that you would have, and that would keep the customer database there. And here you could choose all your different add-ons and down here, this last little section is where you can set up the different settings for how you want your register to look. And that was just a brief run through of Kounta. Thanks for your time. If you have any other questions, just visit us at www.thecloudlounge.com.